Good afternoon, Bible Fellowship leaders. Hope you guys are doing well today. A couple of things I wanted to share with you. Number one, we're having our leadership meeting this Sunday. It's going to be a great time of fellowship, a hot dog cookout. Bring your leaders. We're going to be in the atrium of the Rock, and we'll have hot dogs and watermelon and just a great time of fellowship. But most importantly, you're going to have an opportunity again to meet with your leaders, your leadership. Invite those new leaders that you have from Promotion Sunday. And Bible Fellowship teachers, can I just be real honest with you right now? There are some classes that are not doing a good job organizationally with getting their people into groups. And if you don't know how to do that, just let me come meet with you, meet with your team, and I'll help you do that. But that simple act of putting every single person in your role on somebody's radar, somebody's group list, so that they can contact them every 2 weeks just to say, hey, how you doing? How can I pray for you? We missed you if you weren't here. It is so important. In fact, I would say it's as important or more important than the lesson that you are teaching, because people don't care how much you know unless they know how much you care. You've heard that quote. I think John Maxwell said that. And I know that there are classes right now. I talked with some leaders over the last month. Fantastic class. A lot of people, probably 80 plus people on the roll, and they don't have the roles broken down into care groups and caring about their people. Here's why that matters. Because I spoke to a couple that's in that class, and they said to me this week, I've never even been contacted by any of my leaders. I don't know whose care group leader or whose care group I'm in. Guys, that's so important. Okay, if you need help with that, let me know. I'll come and meet with you guys. I'll show you how to break down your role. It's not hard, but the simple things, the fundamentals of Sunday school is how we grow and how we connect and how we serve the Lord through that. So please, if that's something you need to work on, don't just pass it off and say, oh yeah, we kind of get it. That is not acceptable. Okay, we're serving the Lord here, and I just want to challenge you. Give your absolute best to the Lord. And not knowing if someone's being contacted, not knowing how somebody's doing, not contacting somebody for 3 or 4 weeks when they haven't been here, guys, that just tells people that we don't care. Okay, I love you, but I love you enough to tell you that's not the best we can do for the Lord. So let's work together and let's give the Lord our best. Finally, this week's lesson in Acts chapter 3, it really focuses on being aware of opportunities to share the gospel. I'll never forget when I was 12 years old, I went and spent the night with a friend of mine named John, and I really was convicted as a 12-year-old that I needed to ask John about his relationship with the Lord. And I was scared, and I was spending the night at his house, and I just thought, well, he might think I'm stupid because I really looked up to him. I wanted to be like him, and I didn't do it. Fast forward 4 years, when I was 16 years old, he and I weren't going to the same church anymore and weren't going to the same school, and so we'd see each other in the summers when we went to the beach to surf, but we didn't hang out that much. And he was in a head-on collision with a couple other guys. A drunk driver hit the truck that they were driving, and my friend John died in that accident. He burned to death. And I'll never forget being convicted that night when I found out about his death, his tragic accident. I didn't know for sure if he knew Jesus as his Savior. And I could have at least shared with him. And that story reminds me I need to take every opportunity I can to share the gospel. This week we see how Peter takes the opportunity. I mean, he heals somebody through Jesus' power, and 5,000 people come to know Christ because of that. That's more than Pentecost. All because Peter, James, and John were obedient and they were ready to share the good news. Please teach that to your people. Personally, I've been convicted this week that I need to be looking for opportunities more to share the gospel. I love you guys. Appreciate you. Hope you have a great Sunday. Get those classes organized. At least let me come help you. Let's grow this thing and see God work in our Bible fellowship classes, and we'll give Him the glory for it. Thank you guys. See you later.